Obviously really special for the whole group, I think. A lot of the dads are here, and yeah, for me, I'm excited to see all the dads too. I keep contact with a couple of them, and yeah, they love hockey as much as we do, and so it's awesome to have their support.
Hard to keep it a business trip?
No.
Lay off the red one.
No. We know what we have to do. We know. I think it's going to give us an extra push to have the dads there, have their support, and obviously we want to play good in front of them as well. And we know it's a business trip. We know those are important games, and, like every other game. So, but it's going to be fun to have them around, have them on the plane, have them in the hotel, have a dinner with them. So, but other than that, it's going to be a business trip for us.
Even for some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, maybe a power play meeting or a penalty kill meeting, and sitting in on that would be kind of special for them.
Yeah, 100%. I've been doing it a couple times now, so it's awesome. I think they love it as much as we do. Kind of see what goes into being an NHL player every day, and what we do and what we do on and off the ice. So I think it's special for them, but it's I think even more special for us to have them around and kind of spend some time with them, which we don't have the opportunity to do a lot.
Who leads that group? Who's the captain of the dad's team?
That's tough. I mean, I can just speak for my dad. He doesn't really speak English, so Normie's been taking great care of him. I know Shabby's dad, Frankie's been awesome as well, just doing Google Translate. So, yeah, I think they have fun together. When a couple beers on, my dad's English is probably a little better too. So, yeah, it's awesome. I think they really take good care of each other. Some guys maybe don't speak as good of English, but they find a way. So I think that's awesome to see. Yeah. I've been translating ever since I came in this morning. So same last year, just trying to translate everything. I think my dad gets better at kind of understanding it, but he doesn't really speak it. So yeah.
Tim, what's the team need to do to beat Boston?
Just play our game. I think we were playing kind of not that physical game against Montreal, which we can play. And I mean, I think we played some good hockey, except for that game against Chicago, and we just got to find a way to get more wins and keep playing our game for 60 minutes, and then good results will come.
Yeah, I mean, I just got to handle it like a pro and just take it day by day and just work hard in practice. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do, is to just taking it day by day and just having a good practice, and hopefully I get in the lineup soon and just play well.
Is there something in your game that you want to kind of improve upon to kind of maybe show the coaches, or just in general?
I think, yeah, the same thing that I said before the last interview. I just want to keep it simple, like I want to play well defensively. And then when I have time to jump up and contribute in the offensive zone, I want to do that as much as I can, put shots on net, and at the end of the day, I want to win, and I want to help the guys whenever I'm on the ice. So that's kind of how I go through with it.
Do you take a bit of confidence just in the fact that you have been producing offensively so far this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. During the season you go ups and downs, and it's obviously nice to put up points, but at the same time it's more important to get 2 points as a team. And with our division, it's so close already, and there's a lot of good teams, so every game matters a lot, and that's the goal for myself and also for the team as well.
Jordan, a little bit different road trip here with the dads. Yours is coming.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Last year I got the chance to have a dad's trip in LA, so obviously my dad's really excited he gets to go on one this year, and it's so early too, right? So, but for me personally, it's always good to get to know our teammates' dads, and for my dad as well, to meet other players. So it's always a great trip, and we're really looking forward to it.
Really different kind of bonding experience, isn't it, when you're sitting beside your dad and then somebody else's dad?
Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty cool. I mean, at the end of the day, it was your parents that got us here, and for them to experience this together and kind of see what our day-to-day life is, it's always cool to kind of show them that, and to also have fun as well with them off the ice.
It's a kind of translate into like being closer as a group, just being around the guys and dads? Like it seems like you're getting to know the guys a bit better just as a whole on the team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the Quebec trip was an unbelievable time. We had a lot of like off-ice activities that we get to really bond as a team. And for myself, coming in, it's really good. And obviously having a dad's trip, and we'll probably have something on our day off to do something all together. So it's always great to have that opportunity and to also become closer as a team as well.
Is there anyone on the team that you've kind of become closer friends with over the course of like preseason and then obviously the season?
I can't really, pinpoint. It's hard. There's a lot of young guys on our team that I really get along with, and for me, being knowing Drake and Dylan Cousins before, obviously that really helped, and we kind of grew closer together. But at the same time, there's always Timmy and Shabby. I think we have a really close group, and it's always good to see when we can do a bunch of stuff together and not just individually. So I'm really happy to be a part of this team.
Yeah, it's always it's a nice, call it a tradition or whatever, where every team in the league pretty well does it. So it's nice to see fathers, mentors on the trip with the players. It's nice.
What do you want to see from the team just tomorrow night in terms of how they start the game specifically?
What do you mean as far as how they start the game?
How important is the start for you guys?
I think this first minute's just as important as the 60th minute. I don't think we've necessarily played bad to start the game. Sometimes we just haven't scored the first goal. Obviously we'd like to. For us, it's about not just starting well, but playing well for 60 minutes, especially on the road. You got to be on top of your game for most of the game.
What do you take from this team? It seems like the past couple games they've been pretty resilient in terms of finding a way to come back in games.
Not surprising. You watch the NHL too. No lead is safe. Right now, it seems like there's a lot of comebacks. I think that's one of the reasons we talk about is just playing your game. Whether you're up or down, don't change your game. I think that's one of our strengths when we're playing well is our game doesn't change a lot if we're winning or losing.
I know you can't choose your schedule. They don't ask you, But how have you just completed 16 games in 10 days. You get a 3-day break, and you got 6 more games in 10 days. Like, how do you kind of weigh practice time and like getting the work in and also getting the proper rest?
Careful. Like we put a lot of thought into it. Work with our strength department on where they're at physically, where we need to get. We also need to work them during the 4 days that we had, and put a lot of faith in them giving us direction as far as how hard the workload needs to be in practice, and we want to work on certain parts of our game. So, practice time is going to be very important this year because you're not going to have a lot of it. So you got to make sure that you maximize the time you have and you work on the things that you need to work on.
My follow-up to that be like, how have you tried to use these 3 days?
I mean, if you watched practice, you probably could have seen what we were working on. I think our execution, for one, we've tried to do a lot of passing drills, tune up certain parts of our 5-on-5 game, which I think is fairly strong. Our system play, we worked a lot on our penalty kill the last two practices, and kind of shifting a couple different bodies in there as well.
You mentioned your 5-on-5 play. Obviously, you guys are very strong in a number of shot suppression metrics and expected goals. Like, what's working so well for you guys this season?
I think cohesion. I think defensive hockey is everyone being on the same page, understanding your systems as well, and really a commitment to doing it. I think when we're a committed group, our game looks a certain way. It's not just defensively. I think we look, we've talked about that before, connected as 5 guys. And that comes down to everyone doing their job and everyone working, quite honestly.
I know you're here since last year, but in the last few seasons, November is not a good month for the Sens. Is there something harder in that month by your experience?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Is there a certain,
Is there something different in this?
like allergies or?
The kind of play of the other teams? Is there adjustment to do in November? What can explain that historically it's not a good month for the team?
I have no idea. I'm not worried about any time before I've got here. I'm worried about today, worried about tomorrow. I'm not trying to analyze what's happened the last 7 or 8 years or whatever. I don't know how many years you're talking about. But I thought last year, we had a stretch we didn't like, but we also started to come out of it in November as well, which was a real positive. So, worried about the game tomorrow.